Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Mimi, this is My Frugal Life. Welcome back to my channel today. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're a returning viewer, I appreciate you, I love you. And subscribers, thank you so much for your loyalty. If you decide that you'd like to be subscribed to my channel, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and tap on the icon bell and you'll get notifications for all my videos. Today I did some reorganizing. And I was amazed at what I had. I just did a lot of rearranging, repackaging, and some of my cupboards were just a mess, so I had to go through them. So I am going to break down one of my favorite staples to have on hand. Besides rice, flour, sugar, beans, salt, and cooking oil, I like to have oatmeal. I like to have my oatmeal in the morning. I'd say I have it at least 5 times out of a week. A couple mornings I like eggs or just an English muffin or something, you know. I usually buy the Aldi's brand, but I happen to have one of these on the shelf too, so I'm using this for my props for this video purpose, okay? I'm sorry, for the purpose of this video. So I was repackaging some containers of oatmeal, and I got to thinking that I never really sat down and broke down how much oatmeal a person would need for a year. So let's get into it and see how it pans out. I have here a 2-gallon bucket. These buckets can be bought at Lowe's. I think they were $5 last year. They're just right for like one person. You know, even if you have to use a couple of them, they're very good to, they're portable, they're easier to get around, they have a secure lid, and I just throw oxygen absorbers in whatever I'm putting in there, and it's good to go. So what I did was I did a breakdown, okay? So hypothetically speaking, if somebody had a 2-gallon bucket, that would mean 16 cups of oatmeal in one bucket. Okay, so 2 gallons is 32 cups in one bucket. Okay, so it's 2 gallons, 32 cups. That is per bucket. So if I were to do this for me, I would say I do prefer a 1/4 cup of the dry oatmeal. I throw in my my cinnamon and some honey, and that's my breakfast, okay? So assuming that you wanted a 1/4 cup of dry oatmeal to prepare, we're going to base it on that. So 64 times 4, because I'm getting a 1/4 cup out of each cup. So it's 64 cups if you have 2-gallon buckets. If you have 2-gallon buckets, you divide that by 4, that's a 1/4 cup a day. That gives you 256 1/4 cups of oatmeal. So that's oatmeal for 256 days. That is pretty close to 1 year. It is very economical. It's very easy to store. Like I said, oxygen absorbers in a food grade container. Like I said, I got these at Lowe's. They were about $5. I throw oxygen absorbers in them. And they're good to go. I keep this in my cupboard and I refill it as I need it. And I think that 1 or 2 more of these would give someone enough for a year, one of these. So it's safe to say that, maybe 5 or 6 gallons is enough for a year of oatmeal. Probably about 5. So you could probably do 2 of these full, plus a half if you had to, or you could just leave your container on the counter. But you get the picture. This is pretty darn close to 1 year of oatmeal for one person, or 2 people. Depends who eats it, how often you eat it, and how else you use it. I like to make granola. I like to make granola bars. I like oatmeal cookies. So I like to keep extra. So as long as I have enough for breakfast and then some, I'm good to go. So again, don't be intimidated by stockpiling and having stuff on your shelf and you don't know what to do with it. It is always better in a food grade container with an oxygen absorber, unless it's sugar or salt. You don't want to do that. But flour, rice, oatmeal, beans. You can put them in a bucket. No need for Mylar bags. That's my opinion. You do your own research. I put them in the buckets, oxygen absorbers I got from Amazon, and it lasts a while. So this is how I am storing oatmeal for 1 year. Like I said, 256 days out of the year, I can have a quarter of a cup of oatmeal, which is the amount that I prefer for my diet and for my overall health. I will get some extra because I do like to make things, like I said, and oatmeal toppings on, like a crumble pie crust or a cobbler or a crisp or something. So you always want a little bit extra. So this is an easy thing to have. It's economical. I get it for like $2 or $3 at Aldi. I usually buy the Aldi brand. I don't know what this person paid for this, but they were coming over one day and they just brought some stuff. Figured I like to bake and I could use it, and not that I could really use it, but yeah, I got more than enough. But they know that I'll put it to good use. I think that's what they meant. So they're going to get some cookies back in return from it, and maybe some granola as a thank you. But folks, again, you got your rice, you got your beans, you get your oatmeal, okay? It's a great thing to have. It's very nutritious. It lasts a long time. It's a great item to stockpile. That's how I'm storing my oatmeal for what I consider long-term. For me, long-term is a year or more. Different people have different ideas of what a long-term storage is, and that's fine. You do what's good for you. This is what works for me. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye, and thank you for watching this video. And if you liked it, if you found it informative in any way, shape, or form, give it a thumbs up. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you.